Hi, thank you so much for joining me for WLBT Plus. My name is Cara Shirley, and it is definitely a Monday. So I jump on here to get ready to go live, and literally seconds before I was supposed to be live, my computer just crashed on me. So I apologize for that delay there, but we are here now. Hi. Thank you so much for joining in, tuning us for WLBT Plus. Did I say tuning us or joining us? Thank you for joining us for WLBT Plus on this Monday. The what is it? The 22nd of July. School starting for a lot of kids who are doing the new year-round schedule. I say new. It's new to me because we didn't do that in the town that I came from, but it's not new to a lot of you here. So, but we got some kids starting school today. My kids will be starting school later this month, or maybe the 1st of August. I don't really know anymore. I'm doing a great job of keeping up with everything in life. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're watching on our website, WLBT.com, or if you are watching on our app and you want to join in the conversation, you certainly can do that by going to our social media page. We suggest you hop over to YouTube, but you can also check us out on Facebook. You can leave the comments, or ask any questions or anything that you might have. Sandra Kegel, am I saying that right? Kegley, watching from St. Dominic's. Hello, Sandra. Thank you so much for tuning in. I asked, how am I doing? Well, I'm good now that I've got my technology working here so I can do my job right. But thank you so much for asking. Clarice Thomas is from in Atlanta, Georgia, but she lives here in Jackson on Suncrest. Oh, well, thank you for tuning in from Atlanta. We do appreciate you very much for doing that. Well, as you have heard, it was a very violent weekend here in Mississippi. Before we jump into the news of all of that, the violence that happened over the weekend, really not just violent, just a tragic weekend. There was a lot of people that lost their lives this weekend. Before we jump into that, though, let's go ahead and take a look outside, see what we're looking at. I think we're in Tylertown right now. We do have some clouds in the sky, which, of course, we are expecting that rain chances for every day this week. But it still looks pretty nice out there, a little bit cooler temperatures than what we have been seeing. It was a nice weekend, weather-wise, little rain on and off, but other than that, it was pretty nice out there. Um, Last born watching from Kenya, East Africa. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. And Stephanie George says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, Stephanie. Well, first, that we're going to talk about as far as news goes is we're going to take you up to Indianola, where there has been a mass shooting up there. So, 3 people were killed and 16 other people were injured in a overnight shooting that happened in Indianola. According to WTVA, the incident happened around midnight on Sunday. The coroner also reported that Aaron Butler, Cameron Lee Burtz, and Marquette Bates were the 3 people that were killed. All of those people were 19 years old. The 3 victims pronounced dead on the scene, 16 others injured from the shooting incident. We do have someone going up to Indianola today to see if we can get some more information on this, what happened. We don't know any of that yet, but we are working to get that. So make sure you tune into our newscast tonight so that you can get that information. Veronica Sutton says hello. Hello to you, Veronica. And Cassandra Parrott is praying. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Appreciate that. And I know the families of those that lost their lives this weekend probably appreciate that very much as well. So there was another shooting here in Jackson. Actually, two separate shootings. Actually, I think it was 3 shootings now that I'm looking at my notes are better. But that happened here this weekend. Anyway, the first one was on McDowell Road. So this shooting happened Sunday afternoon, right before 3 at the Shell gas station on the intersection of McDowell Road and Suncrest Drive. So 2 people were killed there at that that gas station. 4 other people were shot. As a matter of fact, Chief Wade had a press conference on this earlier today at 11:30, and he called this a mass shooting as well because 6 people were shot in this incident. 2 people were killed. So all the people were taken to the hospital. The ones that did not lose their life, Chief Wade said that those had non-life-threatening injuries, and he does expect those people to recover. However, there were 2 people that did lose their life at this on McDowell Road. We have the owner of the gas station there, Jasper Singh. Again, he was the owner. And then another person that was shot and killed there is Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman is the estranged husband of Latasha Crump Coleman. Latasha has been missing for literally just over a year. We told you about her missing, her year anniversary of being missing last week. This is Latasha here on your screen. Derek Coleman was her estranged husband. The family of Latasha believed that he had something to do with her disappearance. However, nothing ever came from that investigation as far as we are aware now. Also, Chief Wade said that at this time they cannot make any connection between the family of Latasha Crump Coleman and this incident that happened where Derek Coleman lost his life. They are looking for a black Honda Accord with tinted windows on all sides. Also said that the rear window tint does appear to be damaged. Let me get this vehicle pulled up for you so you can see that right here on your screen. So this is the black Honda Accord that was involved in the shooting. You can see back here on the backside where it looks like the tint is possibly damaged on that. But police say the shooter shot from the rear passenger seat and that there were 4 people inside of the vehicle. Now, there's no suspects at this time, but they are looking for this vehicle because this vehicle was captured on the security footage there. So if you have any information on this, please contact Jackson Police Department or contact the Crime Stoppers as well. But so the 2 people that lost their life here, this was the McDowell Road shooting. One was Jasper Singh. He was the owner of the convenience store. Derek Coleman lost his life there. He was the estranged husband of Latasha Crump Coleman, who has been missing for a year. And then 4 other people were shot, and they are listed in stable condition right now, according to Chief Wade. If you have any additional information, please contact Jackson Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Ryan Tatiana Stevens says, praying now. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. Mick Magazine, hi. Come join us from Greenville. It's nice to see you again today. So let's move to some other shootings that happened here in the capital city. It was on St. Charles Street, and police are investigating after 3 people were shot, including a suspect. So according to the Jackson Police Department, the victims and suspect were found on St. Charles Street near Lancaster. I feel like I'm probably saying that street name wrong. But that happened around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. All 3 of the people were taken to the hospital. There's no word yet on a suspect or a motive. But if you do have any information, they again ask you to contact Jackson Police Department. And then there was also a man that was killed at Medgar Evers Boulevard on Saturday. I'm telling you guys, it was just a very violent and sad day here. Our sad weekend, rather, here in our area. But going to the one that happened on Medgar Evers Boulevard, authorities are investigating this shooting. It happened at a gas station on Saturday. Detective Tommy Brown told 3 on Your Side that the incident happened at the Texaco gas station on Medgar Evers Boulevard. Detective Brown says that 23-year-old Jacoby Austin was shot there in front of the gas station. And JPD does say that there are no suspects at this time. But if you have any information, please contact Jackson Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Now, we've a lot of the crimes today that we've talked about happened at a gas station, and we've told you about the ordinance that Councilman Kenneth Stokes is trying to get put into place in our area, in the Jackson area, saying that stores or businesses that have a high crime rate, there should be required to hire a security guard to have on property in case instances like this come up. Now, we also told you about a shooting that happened at a store a couple weeks ago where the security guard was just doing his job and he lost his life. But Stokes is still calling for this ordinance. So again, this one happened at the Texaco station on Medgar Evers Boulevard from this past weekend. Let me get the video pulled up here for you guys so you can see it. Okay, so here is the gas station there. You can see it on your screen. So the victim that passed away here was 23-year-old Jacoby Austin. There have not been any arrests. This one, including several other shootings in the past, happened or this weekend and at this store, actually, not this weekend, but at this store, a 21-year-old woman was shot in the head a few weeks ago at this very store. So it was after that shooting that Councilman Stokes renewed his call for such stores to hire security. Now he is asking the city's mayor and legal department to step in.
People are dying in this city. The mayor should do something besides nothing. If this had happened in Clinton, Mayor Fisher would have done something. If it had happened in Vicksburg, the mayor of Vicksburg, Mayor Flags, would have done something. If it had happened in Canton, the mayor in Canton, Mayor Trudy, would have done something. There's too many laws on the book that you can do something about. This is a nuisance. That's what most people use. The city of Jackson has had other lawyers and other mayors, and they have closed down businesses, saying they're a nuisance to the community.
Well, if you have any information on this shooting or any other ones, again, you're asked to call the Jackson Police Department and give them the information. Jackson Police Department has said that a lot of the crimes that they've been able to solve has been thanks to security footage or tips that came in from the public. So, again, if you have anything that you can help out with, please contact them. So, looking here at our comments here, Mary Anderson says that Jacoby Austin was her baby brother that lost his life at the Texaco station. And Mary, I am so sorry for your loss. I really am. Thank you so much for leaving that comment and letting us know. We do apologize so much for your loss there. Quinta Terrell. Am I saying that right? So we need police officers at those stores and not security. They don't even pay security enough to put their lives in danger. I appreciate that thought process, and that does it. Can we put more police officers there? We are in the process of growing the Jackson Police Department, but do we have enough people to do that, to put an officer at stores like that? I don't know. That is something that is well above my pay grade, but it is a very valid and great question to ask that we could bring up in the future. So thank you so much for leaving that. But again, will this ordinance do anything? Will it help? Maybe it will in some areas. Maybe it won't in others. We're definitely going to find it and continue to let you know about it. So something else that happened here in Rankin County this weekend, and it actually happened very close to to where I live, really literally right outside the road, right outside where I live. So a pedestrian was hit and killed by a vehicle. It was on Highway 43, right outside of Sunset Grill in North Brandon, right around Goshen Springs area, right up at the top of the res. If you're familiar with Tommy's, that's right where it happened. So we're going to take you and show you some video of the scene here. Okay. So the Highway Patrol says that 41-year-old Marcy Arrington was hit by a Chevy Silverado in front of the Sunset Grill on Highway 43. She did unfortunately die there at the scene. The driver of the Silverado, 67-year-old Donnie Taylor, was not hurt. The crash is still under investigation. No, yesterday, Sunset Grill did close their doors. Um, to honor Marcy, who lost her life there. And from what I've been able to gather, looking at posts or people tagging her and things like that, um, she was um, she was a very she meant a lot to a lot of people. Let's put it that way. She was a artist. There's a picture at the Sunset Grill that she painted that they have. They actually changed their profile picture on Facebook to that picture. But it's just it was a very sad thing. It happened, like I said, it was right outside where I live, and it's always a very busy road right there, especially on the weekends. This place is a great restaurant. It's got great live music, and it's always a lot of vehicles out there. Very busy roadway. So our thoughts and our prayers definitely go out to this family. Marcy Arrington, she was a mother, had sons, and just 41 years old, very, very young. I say that because I'm that age, and well, I'm 42 or 3. I don't remember anymore. We're going to talk to Peyton now. I'm telling you what, those technical issues really throw me for a loop every day. We're going to talk to Peyton, have her come in and look at our weather forecast. Let me see what we got going on. But before we go to that, let's go back outside real quick, see what it's looking like over downtown Jackson right now. If I can get my camera to pop up, there we go. Here it is. Beautiful out there. Some blue in the sky, but mostly cloudy. If you look here at the bottom of the screen, it looks a little hazy, and that's going to be a wasp antenna. I was watching this camera earlier, and a wasp flew straight at it and scared the bejesus out of me. And now we have Peyton in here. Peyton, we had a good bit of rain this weekend.
Yeah, especially yesterday. I mean, those downpours were very intense. I had one in my apartment, and it rained pretty heavily for a decent amount of time. Ended up seeing a flash flood warning in Rankin County, and very similar conditions may play out today. So far, it's been pretty okay. This is a live look at first alert Doppler radar. We're starting to see some of those showers and storms flare up. Most of them have been confined to our west and Louisiana, but from here on out, we'll see more and more develop as the day goes on. May see more heavy rain, lightning, gusty winds, and maybe even a localized flash flooding threat as well.
And is this what our week is going to look like for us?
I think that the rest of the week is going to be these periodic showers and storms. It's not going to be an all-day thing. There have been times today, and even when you think back to this past weekend, where the weather was okay. We had some sunshine mixing in with the clouds. It was dry, but there's other times where, yeah, it's pretty wet and soggy outside, and that's going to be playing out for the rest of the week. But hey, the heat not so bad for the next few days. Today we're going to be close to 90 degrees, but I think temperatures take a little bit of a dip through the middle of the week. I mean, low 80s for this time of year. Wednesday and Thursday isn't that common this time of year. So, I mean, the heat's not so bad, but yeah, could have some rain and some storms around, especially in the afternoon and the evening hours.
I'm not minding the cloudy or the rain just because of the lower temperatures and everything out there. Take what we can get, however we can get it. Those little breaks in the heat. So we're looking at rain for pretty much for the rest of this week. Can we see anything about next week yet? Is it too early?
Yeah, next week we may start to see some improvements. This weekend we start to see temperatures rise back up to the low 90s. So we're not going to hold on to the slightly cooler weather, if you will, for our next 7 days. Low 90s expected this weekend. There still is an opportunity for rain and storms, but maybe by the middle of next week, that is when we start to see perhaps the chance of rain taper off. So we could be looking at some relief, at least from this unsettled weather. Maybe next week. We're talking about something a week away, even more than a week away. So things may change, but it is a pattern trend that maybe we start to see some relief from this unsettled and active weather by next week. But I mean, we still have some wet days to get through this week and even this upcoming weekend. So we're going to be watching that closely. Until then, just keep the rain gear close by. You never know when you need it. And just stay with us on the free First Alert weather app. A great tool to use with an interactive radar.
That is right. And speaking of the First Alert weather app, the QR code for it is right there on your screen. So if you guys want to check it out, which we both highly suggest that you check it out. But download the app and you can keep these or have these guys in here, our First Alert weather team, making sure that you stay updated on everything. So we're going to let Peyton get back to the other things that she has to do here. I know she takes on quite a bit, but as we kick her out with all the love possible, we're going to show you what it's looking like now over Ridgeland. And it's actually pretty out there too right now. Like I said, hazy skies, but as Peyton just told us, that's kind of like what we're going to expect for the rest of this week, which I'm not mad at it at all. Thank you so much, Peyton. I appreciate you. All right, so now we're going to jump back into some of the news here and tell you actually about a fire that destroyed a gas station in Utica. So it was reported around 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and it was at the pit stop on, let me see, apologize. It was at the pit stop on Main Street. So Utica police officers, or police chief says that the initial call came in when an alarm went off on one of the cash registers. When officers got there, they saw smoke coming from the roof. Several neighboring fire departments also helped to fight the fire, but the building is unfortunately a total loss. And the mayor says that this could affect the entire community.
This store being burned this morning, it's going to be a big impact on our town because this is one of our big money makers in the town, and this store has been here for several years now, and this is where we all hang out and get our coffee in the morning. And the guys won't have to go other places now to get coffee and to get their morning breakfast.
So thankfully, no one was injured in the fire, but we do hate that for that community. You know, you don't think about how a gas station or an area like, in an area like that can really kind of set the tone of a community, especially in a more rural area. There's not a lot of stores around, or the closest thing that you can get to is a little gas station, and they can mean a lot to a community. So I hate that for them, and especially for the business owner to lose that. So there are some road closures that are happening here this week here in the metro. So crews are going to be closing the northbound lanes of I-55 at Northside Drive and beginning at 10 o'clock Wednesday night this week. So those lanes are going to be closed through the night, possibly until about 5 o'clock on Thursday morning. During the closure, you're going to be directed to go off of the highway and onto a frontage road at Northside. Of course, there's going to be signs directing you how to get back on the interstate when you get to Beasley Road. Again, this is happening Wednesday night. We told you about this earlier last week. Also, here in Rankin County, a road closure that was scheduled for this past weekend has been postponed. So both directions of Highway 469 between Williams Road and Lexington Drive are now scheduled to be closed this coming Wednesday through Monday. It's going to be begin at 7 o'clock Friday night and end by 6 a.m. on Monday, and crews are going to be making some drainage pipe repairs. Well, guys, I appreciate you tuning in here today for WLBT Plus, giving you just a few updates on some of the stuff that happened. Giving you updates on the crime here in our area. Remember, if you have any information on any of the crimes that have happened, please contact Jackson Police Department or Crime Stoppers and give them the information that you have so that we can hopefully quickly get the criminals behind bars and help curb some of the crime that is happening in our area. I will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I appreciate you guys coming and tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you get caught in the rain, what does it say? Dance like no one is watching. I don't know. Enjoy yourself, but be safe. How about that? You guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.